Alright, y'all. Any of y'all remember this setup? It's getting that time of year again for us. We got 4 2023 queen cells, swarm cells. Went over to some friends. They gotten into beekeeping this year. He said, man, I went out there and checked them bees and it looks like they got them peanut looking things coming up. So we rode over and checked what he had. Had 5, but I did destroy 1. It's the nature of the beast. But we got us 4 good queen cells. And if you're new to us, you wasn't here last year, we're going to show y'all the poor man's incubator. This is how we hatched our swarm cells. We didn't do any grafting, anything like that. Every one of these cells that we hatched come from the swarms, or swarm cells from here in the yard last year. That's what we hatched. There's 18 right there. There's 19. And let's walk over here. Have to look at my little armoire deal here. If you look real close, there's 20 and 21 in there. Those were the first 2 to hatch that we tried this with last year. But back over here to this. There's what didn't hatch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 didn't hatch out of the year when we was trying it. And I've forgotten all about this. I ain't been in this thing, well, since last year. But forgot. There we go. Was making notes. What we was doing is every time we added, see, we added 10 queen cells. Took 8 days for those cells to start hatching. Same thing, we added 3 more. April 26, 2022. Added 4 more. The 27th. But that's what we got there. We're gonna try it again. It worked well. Like I say, we got, Lord, all in all together, from what we didn't show until we started doing the YouTube, we probably hatched at least 30 or so queens doing this. But when we realized it really started working, whenever we started putting it on YouTube. Now, maybe a bunch of you that says, naysayer, you can't do that and this and that. We done it. And we're going to do it again this year. It worked for us, so we're going to continue with it. But all we doing, people, we got a 55-gallon aquarium here. I used to have a bearded dragon in. I lost it when I let it outside. That's another story. So what happened is we started getting overwhelmed with queen cells. But if I remember right, a couple days we couldn't get back into the bees because of the weather. So I was trying to figure out a way, how can we keep these cells warm until we can get in and put them in a split type thing. We had no idea they was going to hatch. So we got a reptile basking light, a 100-watt light bulb. That's what we had the lizard in. 100-watt basking bulb. And we just turned the light on. Set it right here on top. I'll show y'all here in just a minute what we done. And it kept it, the average temperature was between, now here's what's really probably going to flip some people's lids. It wasn't no 90-something degrees in there. It stayed a constant 82 degrees in this tank all the time, day and night. Now you can see I got a blanket up here covering it up, trying to hold heat in. We're going to do everything like we did last year. And we're going to make another round of it, see what happens. We're going to take these 4 Get on that frame. Hatch us some more queens. Y'all stand by, let me get them puppies on there. Oh, and there's one chewed out right there. That was the only one that got chewed out of all them queens. Majority of the time when them queens hatched, it was between 4 and 6 a.m. in the morning. 90% of them when they hatched around that time. But let me show y'all how we done this. When we cut them cells, we try to keep as much as we can on the back side of that queen cell. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to borrow that wax. And I'm just going to real gently get the tip of it, work around it until that cell is good and snug up there. I'm not pushing in on the actual queen cell, we're just pushing in on the outside wax. Bingo, there's one. Take note of this little bitty ones, y'all don't give up on them. We have some good queens come out of them little old small cells. Folks may think, oh, that's a little bitty old queen cell, she ain't gonna do nothing. Don't give up on it, she'll go. Well, I just crushed that one. So that one probably ain't gonna make it. But we're gonna see. Take your time, be gentle with it. They will stay. Don't do that either. One more. Let's set her down here a little bit. Bingo. Got them up there. Like I said, pushed in on that one a little bit. But we still gonna try it and see if she'll go. Get this frame in here, get the light on, and show y'all how it works. Ain't much to it. Here we go. Let the first round begin. Got my little thermometer there. Got our lamp. This thing is rated for 660 watts. That's plenty enough to carry this bulb in here. If anybody decides to do this, make sure the wattage on that lamp can carry over what your bulb's going to be. Set it on some wire mesh. That way you ain't got to worry about a fire hazard being on top of something plastic, anything like that. This wire mesh is plenty enough to hold the heat from that lamp. But we're gonna see what happens again, y'all. There's last year's results. There's the ones that didn't. So we're gonna make us a new list. Get that old one down. Rewrite everything for this year so we can keep track. But we'll check back in a few days, see what happens. As soon as they go to hatching out of there. We got homes for them. It's still early, so we can use them up right now. Till then, God bless you. Appreciate everybody watching. We do thank you. Lord willing, we'll see you on the next one.